Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for being here this afternoon. We have an exciting afternoon of Chief's Commendations and a promotional ceremony. So before we would begin, I would just ask you to rise for the presentation of the colors and then remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and then the invocation by Chaplain Roy Jones. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Let's face march. Detail. Up. Hand post colors. Ready? Post. Three, cover. Present. Arms. Order. About face. By the ones. Forward. March.
Will you bow with me? Father, we thank you for all of the things that you bless us with, especially for all of these men and women who are passionate about serving you, especially in law enforcement and in other agencies, but especially for here for the Lakewood Police Department, for those who have excelled at their jobs, who have shown their leadership. Thank you for their passion for helping others and for service to this community. Father, we thank you for all of those who have stepped up and gone the second mile to serve the citizens of Lakewood. We thank you for the city council and the mayor and all of those who guide this city. Thank you for the police officers who serve us, all of us, and who stand between us and those who would harm us, Father. Pray that you would walk with them, guide them, fill them with your wisdom, keep their families safe, Father. We ask this in your Son's name. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Please be seated. So thank you all for being here today. It's really an honor and a privilege to have everybody here to enjoy this ceremony for our new promotions and also for our Chief's Commendations. So there are several employees within the organization who have performed in accordance with the high standards of conduct of the Lakewood Police Department. They've maintained their composure when confronted with a highly volatile situation, or they continue to perform well above and beyond the expectations. And they exhibit selfless conduct during a time of crisis and emergency, and their professionalism and commitment are to law enforcement and our community are on display. So together we're going to celebrate the hard work and dedication today, and this hard work and dedication exemplifies our pillars of integrity, intelligence, and initiative. So it's a great honor to have this ceremony today, and we're going to start off with some promotions first. So I would like to have our forensic analysis supervisor, Victoria Parker, to come forward. So Victoria came to the Lakewood Police Department in September of 2008. She was a crime scene crime scene analyst before that for 4.5 years with the Albuquerque Police Department. Once she was at Lakewood in 2012, she was promoted to a senior crime analyst, and then in 2015, she was awarded the Civilian of the Year for the Lakewood Police Department. So over the last 10 years, she has established expertise in bloodstain pattern analysis, crime scene reconstruction, and shooting incident reconstruction. Victoria also represents the Lakewood Police Department as an adjunct professor teaching in all areas of forensic science at Colorado Technical University, Johnson & Wales, and West Virginia University. So it's an honor to promote her. She was promoted earlier this year, so we're just getting around to this ceremony, but it's a great honor for us to recognize her, and she has done a phenomenal job, and we are so proud to have her as part of the police department. So congratulations. I have to be nice to Vic Parr there because I really am afraid of her too. So now we're going to do some we have 3 sergeant promotions today, which is very exciting for us. Police sergeant is one of the most influential roles in the police department. They reinforce the values of the organization. They have to display strong leadership skills, self-confidence, competence, management skills, all of these things. And they also have to understand what it means to mentor and guide and develop their staff members. So it's really a difficult position, but I think if you talk to our command staff and our commanders, I think we all remember the days, and sometimes, a lot of times, we want to go back to being sergeants because it's such a great position. But it is one of the most influential. They have to have self-discipline. They have to have knowledge of everything, especially our patrol sergeants, because when they're out there at 2 and 3 in the morning, there's a lot of times there's no one to call, no one to look to, and they have to make some really difficult decisions. And I will tell you that I know me personally, and I know my command staff, we are so proud of our sergeant rank, and we just have wonderful sergeants. They're mentors, and they really have developed our young police agents. So this is really exciting today for these 3 promotions. So I'm going to start with Sergeant Connie Muller. If Connie, if you'd like to join me, and I know your family's here, we're going to do a badge pinning up here, so if they would like to come up as well. So Connie began her career with the Lakewood Police Department in 1998. In the first 8 years, she served in the patrol division, and she was a field training agent and a crime scene investigator. She also served on our neighborhood action team, which is now our sector liaison unit, or that it's now become the CAT team. Connie went on to lead our Citizen Police Academy, and she supervised the volunteer surveillance team. In 2005, she became a detective in the investigations division, and over the next 12 years, she investigated fraud and organized crime cases. So Connie also taught at our police academies and on all these different topics related to fraud and crime prevention. And she's also a board member of 3 professional law enforcement organizations. And she co-founded a nonprofit group focusing on combating retail organized crime and sharing information with law enforcement agencies. So Connie, congratulations. We're honored to promote you today. And I know your sergeant, your husband, Sergeant Nate Muller's up here with you, and your 2 kids. Yeah. So we are also honored to have our presiding judge, Judge Stavig, here to do the oath of office.
Raise your right hand. Muller,
I, Connie Muller,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
the Constitution and the laws
the Constitution and the laws
of the state of Colorado,
of the state of Colorado,
and the charter and ordinances
and the charter and ordinances
of the city of Lakewood,
of the city of Lakewood,
Colorado,
Colorado,
and that I will faithfully perform
and that I will faithfully perform
the duties of a police sergeant
the duties of a police sergeant
of the Lakewood Police Department,
of the Lakewood Police Department,
to which position
to which position
I have been duly appointed.
I have been duly appointed.
I give her husband Nate a hard time, and sorry, Nate, it just came out again. I didn't mean to do that. I'd like to have Sergeant Ben Barefoot and his family come up, please. So after a career working on the ambulance as a paramedic, Ben joined the Lakewood Police Department in July of 2012. In addition to his duties as a patrol agent, Ben served as a field training agent and participated in our mentor program. Ben joined the hazmat team in 2014 and then the West Metro SWAT team in 2017 as a tactical paramedic. So Sergeant Barefoot has found great support from his wife Elizabeth and his daughter Amelia. And so Ben, congratulations, and I'd like to present you with your badge.
You raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Benjamin Barefoot,
I, Benjamin Barefoot,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States of
the
America,
Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution and the laws
the Constitution and the laws
of the state of Colorado,
of the state of Colorado,
and the charter and ordinances
and the charter and ordinances
of the city of Lakewood, Colorado,
of the city of Lakewood, Colorado,
and that I will faithfully perform
and that I will faithfully perform
the duties of a police sergeant
the duties of a police sergeant
of the Lakewood Police Department,
of the Lakewood Police Department,
to which position I have been duly appointed.
to which position I am duly appointed.
Our next promotion is going to be Sergeant Justin Marshall. So Justin, if you and your family would come forward. Justin was hired by the Lakewood Police Department in 2007. In 2012, he became a member of the West Metro SWAT team and served as a member of the team through 2018. And he served as breacher and team leader. Sergeant Marshall was also assigned to the Special Enforcement Team Gang Unit from 2014 to 2017, and he currently serves as a member of the range staff and as a lead instructor for officer survival. He also serves as an instructor for our regional police recruit academy. So Justin, congratulations, and I'm proud to present you with this badge.
repeat after me. I, Justin Marshall,
I, Justin Marshall,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution and the laws
the Constitution and the laws
of the State of Colorado,
of the State of Colorado,
and the Charter and ordinances
and the Charter and ordinances
of the City of Lakewood, Colorado,
of the City of Lakewood, Colorado,
and that I will faithfully perform
and that I will faithfully perform
the duties of a police sergeant
the duties of police sergeant
of the Lakewood Police Department,
of the Lakewood Police Department,
to which position
to which position
I have been duly
I
appointed.
have been duly appointed.
Thank you, Judge Stavik, for the oath of office there. So we're going to move on to our Chief's Commendations, and to help me as our this afternoon is our command staff, Division Chief Anita Kester, Division Chief Ed Lower, Division Chief Steve Rickles, and Commander Pat Hefner. So I think you'll be very honored and proud to hear some of these commendations.
Mark, would you please join us? Sergeant Schmachtenberger is receiving the Chief's Commendation. In 2018, the Family Crimes Team was created to investigate crimes of domestic violence, sexual assault, crimes against the elderly, and at-risk adults. Sergeant Schmachtenberger was selected to lead this team. He started with this team with 3 experienced detectives, 4 new detectives, and an investigative technician, all of whom competed for this assignment. Sergeant Schmachtenberger was also new to the division and was tasked with building a team ready to manage the largest caseload within the investigations division. He is also responsible to help train the new detectives. He partners with the Major Crimes Team Sergeant for on-call duties. He is a member of the Critical Incident Response Team, which unfortunately we have been using a lot the last 2 years. He is also a part of the Child Abduction Response Team. He continues to be instrumental in the planning and development of the Jefferson County Family Justice Center called Porchlight, which is anticipated to open in 2020. He participates on numerous boards and review team, high-risk domestic violence team, the sexual assault review team, adult protective services, and the ARC's mandatory reporting task group. He also instructs recruits at the academy, and most importantly, he fosters an environment of cohesion and camaraderie among his team. He encourages team members to pursue advanced degrees and professional certifications. In fact, I often have people ask me if they have to have a master's and be in a master's program to join the Family Crimes Team. Sergeant Schmachtenberger, you are presented the Chief's Commendation with my utmost gratitude and admiration for your exemplary efforts. Thank you. Agent Chad Lucero, please join us. On March 19th, 2019, Agent Chad Lucero responded to a call involving the theft of numerous coats from Dick's Sporting Goods. Based on his investigation, he discovered that several retailers had been victimized over a 1-month period of time. Agent Lucero was able to identify a possible suspect based off of information provided by witnesses and discovered a pattern of offenses through the metropolitan area. Agent Lucero tracked the vehicles of the 2 suspects and placed their home under surveillance. A search warrant was obtained, resulting in thousands of stolen items being recovered from the residence. No one had fun booking that stuff. Currently, the merchandise is valued at over $88,000 and is from nearly 25 businesses victimized by these suspects. The investigation of this organized retail theft ring is ongoing and has resulted in the issuance of additional warrants and prosecution of suspects through the district attorney's office. Agent Chad Lucero, you have shown exceptional personal initiative, tenacity, and hard work to break up a prolific shoplifting ring. Please accept this Chief's Commendation along with the gratitude and admiration of command staff for your efforts to bring these suspects to justice. Thank you. Detective Kim Collins and Detective Mike Griffith, please. On December 29th, 2018, Detectives Kim Collins and Mike Griffith were assigned a case to find a dangerous gang member who had kidnapped and sexually assaulted a 14-year-old girl. You both dug in and worked tirelessly to collect evidence, write warrants, and interview witnesses to establish probable cause for an arrest. Detective Collins used the victim's cell phone to pose as a young girl, persuading the gang member to drive to a pre-planned destination. Thankfully, the plan worked flawlessly, and the suspect was taken into custody. Within 24 hours of this heinous crime, you had built a comprehensive case and put the offender in jail facing serious felony charges. Kim Collins and Mike Griffith, you have shown exceptional personal initiative, tenacity, and great effort in order to quickly solve this crime and get a dangerous offender off the street. For your outstanding efforts, it is our privilege to present both of you with the Chief Commendation. Thank you. Sergeant Creighton Bates, Agent Michelle DeLeon, and Agent Toby Mays III, please. On the afternoon of August 29th, 2018, Sergeant Bates, Agent Toby Mays, and Michelle DeLeon responded to a welfare check in the 400 block of Sheridan Boulevard. While trying to check on a woman's well-being, a bystander kept interrupting the investigation. Sergeant Bates repeatedly asked the man to back away, and each time he returned and continued to interfere, even after a warning of arrest. With the next interruption, Sergeant Bates moved to handcuff the belligerent male, who pulled away and resisted arrest. Agent Mays assisted Sergeant Bates by grabbing the subject's free arm, but rather than comply, he began fighting with the agents. Agent DeLeon deployed the taser, which had no effect other than to further enrage the suspect as he grabbed for the taser. Efforts to control the suspect continued with the man taken to the ground. While on the ground, he then bit Sergeant Bates on the arm. While fighting with the suspect for control of the taser, Agent DeLeon felt her gun belt move and realized the suspect had his hand on her weapon. She immediately alerted the other two. Sergeant Bates drew his firearm and held it on the suspect until he confirmed Agent DeLeon's weapon was secure. Agent Mays was able to successfully gain control and take the man into custody. The situation rapidly escalated from a welfare check to a physical altercation to a suspect's attempt to control an agent's firearm. Ultimately, you all used sound tactics, strong communication, and excellent skills to ensure that deadly force was not required. Today, Sergeant Bates, Agents DeLeon and Mays, you're awarded the Chief's Commendation for your composure and sound tactics during a potentially deadly arrest. You have our personal gratitude and admiration for a job well done. Thank you.
All right, I get the next group. Can I have Sergeant Michelle Wagner, Systems Analyst Kathleen Ashbaugh, Systems Analyst Patricia Current, Agent Andres Evans, Investigative Technician Beth Hall, Agent Sarah Pellet, Property Evidence Technician Amy Santa-Steven, and Community Service Officer Robert Sobek. Agent Brian Stone is also included with this group, but he will not be present today due to a family matter. In 2013, the Lakewood Police Department, along with 5 other Jefferson County agencies, embarked on a lengthy process of identifying, procuring, and implementing a new countywide records management system. Beginning with the nearly 50 potential subject matter experts, these folks before you were the last 9 standing. They were committed and maintained that commitment, ensuring the successful implementation of this new countywide system. Members of this group attended numerous trainings over a 2-year process, took an active role in the configuration and testing processes, provided feedback to develop the training material and course curriculum, assisted training over 400 department users in a 1-month period, assisted with 24-hour user support for 11 days after the initial implementation of this project, and provided supplemental training on common issues and concerns. The Chief's Commendation is awarded to an employee for a notable performance during an event or situation in which the employee demonstrated commitment and professionalism. Each of you have contributed significantly to successful development and implementation of the niche records management system. Please accept this commendation and our personal acknowledgement of a job well done. Thank you. I think I get the large groups today, it looks like. Next group, Dave Hoover, Sergeant Dave Hoover, Agent Chris Alfano, Agent Tabor Anderson, Agent Ashley Harmon, Agent Jana Schimmels, and Agent Nicholas Whitson. If you'll all come forward, thank you. On the afternoon of October 15, 2018, Agent Tabor Anderson observed a car driving recklessly on West Colfax Avenue. He attempted a traffic stop, however, the driver chose to flee. Agent Anderson alerted other officers with the description of the car, direction of travel, and the driver's failure to yield. The car was cited numerous times in the north sector, but repeatedly failed to yield with each attempted stop. The driver was finally stopped at gunpoint in the Colorado Mills parking lot, but would not stop the engine and get out of the car. Despite efforts to arrest him, he chose once again to flee and escaped onto the street. He ran a red light at the intersection of West Colfax Avenue and Indiana Street and collided with another vehicle. The suspect's car was pushed into a traffic light pole, which fell onto the car. Now the agents are faced with an engine fire and a suspect trapped inside. They worked together prior to the arrival of fire rescue and paramedics. Agents Nicholas Whitson and Ashley Harmon extinguished the flames and ordered onlookers away from the vehicle. Despite heavy smoke inside the car, Agent Alfano cut the seatbelt, and with the driver's door pinned shut, Agent Schimmels, Anderson, and Sergeant Hoover attempted to pull him free. However, his legs were pinned. Agents Schimmels, Anderson, and Sergeant Hoover held the man's upper torso out of the window, allowing him to breathe until he was extricated. Once free, the driver received medical attention and was charged with numerous felony offenses. Today, each of you are being awarded the Chief's Commendation for your bravery and maintaining your composure during a chaotic crash scene. Please accept our personal gratitude for your efforts during a quickly evolving and potentially life-threatening situation. Thank you. Could I have Agent Patrick Lone and Agent David Salito come down? Thank you. On December 11, 2018, Agents Lone and David Salito were the first to respond to a house fire on South Newland Street. Upon arrival, they observed the garage of a residence consumed in flames and the entire residence engulfed in smoke. Entering the front door, agents found a disoriented woman in a nearby room whom they quickly evacuated along with her 3 dogs. Once outside, the woman described where her husband had been, sleeping in a nearby bedroom at the rear of the house. Both agents re-entered the smoke-filled residence to find the sleeping man and led him to safety. Once reunited, the couple realized a 4th dog was still inside. They were accompanied by West Metro Fire, the agents that is, and coordinated efforts to rescue the 4th dog. They found the unresponsive dog, evacuated it, and with fire personnel help, were able to revive it. Agents Salito, your willingness to act with selfless conduct during a dangerous and potentially life-threatening situation is commendable. As a result of your composure, your quick actions and coordination, you were able to evacuate the husband, the wife, and their 4 dogs to safety. It's our pleasure to present you with the Chief's Commendation. Thank you. And next may I have Commander Devin Moore, Agent Kyle Okamura, Agent Mark Rosselot, and Agent Justin Russell. On December 21st, 2018 at 9:30 p.m., agents responded to a call of an attempted break-in at a home on Yarrow Street. Agent Kyle Okamura and K-9 Ijo made the initial contact with the homeowner, who admitted befriending the suspect, an individual who had recently been released from prison. The man was known to be armed, stood 6'5", and weighed more than 300 pounds. Agent Okamura found him in the backyard. Lucky you. The suspect told Agent Okamura to leave his property and charged at him. He then fled on foot, discarding a handgun and 2 large knives. A perimeter was quickly set and a search began, and K-9 Ijo was deployed. Ijo alerted responders to the suspect hiding under a large bush at a neighboring home. Ijo engaged the man with a full bite. The man, all 6'5" of him, stood with the full weight of the dog hanging from his arm. The suspect tried to break the dog's hold by striking Ejo repeatedly about his head and body. Ejo did not let go. The man aggressively came towards agents. Agent Rosselot deployed his taser with no effect. Commander Moore, Agents Rosselot and Russell physically engaged the suspect, who violently resisted and struck agents repeatedly. Agent Okamura worked to regain and maintain control of Canine Ejo during this entire event. Through combined efforts, this highly unusual suspect was taken into custody. He had withstood a continual canine engagement, tasing, and police intervention. Each of you made quick observations, good decision-making during a high-stress, physical confrontation with a volatile individual. I am pleased to recognize your courage and professionalism by presenting you with this Chief's Commendation. Thank you so very much.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to present the last three awards. If I could have Agent Lisa Davis, Detective Shauna Gilbert, Agent Ryan O'Hare, and Agent Yahia come on down. In February 2019, a pattern began to emerge of two individuals committing bank robberies in Arvada and Lakewood. The couple was nicknamed the Pom-Pom Bandits due to the type of hat worn by the male suspect, whose behavior was escalating with each robbery. The increased aggression caused a great deal of concern for the safety of employees at local banking institutions. Through great initiative and interviews, Agents O'Hare and Davis developed suspect information. Due to the persistent determination of Detective Shauna Gilbert, additional leads were developed. One suspect was identified, and the getaway vehicle was identified as a taxi. On February 27th of this year, agents responded to a bank robbery at the First Bank located on Union Boulevard. The suspects were believed to have changed clothing before leaving the area in a taxi. Agent Yahia found an opportune location to monitor traffic near West Colfax and Wadsworth Boulevard, the likely escape route. He subsequently spotted the vehicle driving west on Colfax Avenue. The vehicle was stopped at the Mesa Motor Inn, and the suspects were taken into custody without incident. Detectives Gilbert, Agents O'Hare, Davis, and Yahia, you each demonstrated exceptional teamwork and initiative in apprehending two dangerous individuals. Your collective efforts helped put an end to a series of bank robberies and remove two dangerous individuals from our community. Therefore, I am pleased to present you with a Chief's Commendation for your dedication and professionalism. Okay, if I could have Agent Jeff Hodgson, Agent Quinn Pratt-Cordova, and Lauren Bell come on down. Lauren Bell, I don't know if he's here today. He left us for the DEA a while back. On September 1st, 2018, a domestic violence incident occurred where a man had threatened to shoot his girlfriend, assaulted and strangled her to the point of unconsciousness. Initially, the victim wanted to move forward with the case, but quickly recanted after his apology and pledged to attend classes. In October, Agent Pratt-Cordova responded to a call at the victim's apartment complex and noticed the suspect's vehicle on scene. He assumed the two were likely living together again. Through October, Agents Pratt-Cordova and Lauren Bell checked the address, making multiple attempts to talk to the couple. The woman spoke at the door, but she never invited either agent inside. They proactively continued in their attempts at making contact with both subjects at the residence. On November 7th of last year, the woman called 911, but she hung up. Associating the address with a DV case in his beat, Agent Hodgson responded, but no one answered the door. Suspicious, he remained on scene and heard the woman scream a short time later. Agent Hodgson then forced entry into the apartment, only to find the suspect standing in the hallway with a 12-inch kitchen knife on the floor nearby. He was taken into custody. The woman was found in the bedroom, beaten and strangled. She had been threatened with a knife, dragged to the bathroom, and was physically prevented from alerting responding agents. She was convinced her boyfriend would kill her that night. The suspect eventually pled guilty to a host of charges, resulting in an 8-year prison sentence. Agents Pratt Cordova, Bell, and Hodgson, you each went beyond the initial call to find the suspect and ensure his arrest. Without your concern and persistence, the cycle of domestic violence would have continued and likely ended with death. Therefore, it is my privilege to present you with this Chief's Commendation. I'd like to have Sergeant Brian Lovejoy, Agent Chris Bacon, and Agent Connor Gooch come down. On the afternoon of September 8, 2018, agents were dispatched to West Cedar Place on the report of a domestic violence. The suspect had physically assaulted a woman and threatened to kill her and then himself. She reported that he had left the residence and she believed he was heading to the Sheridan overpass at West 6th Avenue. Agents found the man had climbed past the safety fencing to the top of a concrete pillar and was threatening to jump. Sergeant Brian Lovejoy first directed agents to block traffic as others talked to the suspect, urging him to return to safety. As emotions escalated, a plan was quickly devised where Sergeant Lovejoy would distract the subjects while agents Connor Gooch and Chris Bacon would grab the man and pull him to safety. The plan was executed and the three sworn wrestled with the distraught man and were nearly pulled off the overpass. They were grabbed by other agents and the suicidal man was ultimately pulled to safety. Despite the obvious and immediate danger this call placed on the sergeant and agents, they did not hesitate to execute their plan. Their actions saved the offender from self-harm and brought justice for the victim. Each of you are confronted with a highly volatile situation, yet you perform your duties with composure and selfless conduct. You represented the Lakewood Police Department well with professionalism and excellence in service. It is my privilege to present you today with a Chief's Commendation. I'll turn it over to Chief McCasky.
Thank you. Let's give all our commendations another round of applause. It's some very impressive awards today, and it's an honor to be a member of the Lakewood Police Department. And I take great pride, and I know our staff takes great pride in the incredible courage, bravery, professionalism, ethics that our members display. And a lot of these acts go on every day of the year in this organization. So I think take great pride in being a member of the Lakewood Police Department. So thank you all for being here today. I think we have some refreshments outside. Congratulate our new sergeants. It's an honor to have them on board, and we look forward to their successful careers. And again, thank and stop by and wish well our Chief's Commendation awards today too. They obviously did some incredible work, and we're very proud of them. So thank you all for taking time out of your day to be here. It's an honor to have you. Thank you.